I'm John Beard with the Office of Career Technical Education at the Ohio Department of Education. So you've gone through the comprehensive local needs assessment process and are thinking about prioritizing and preparing your application. The departments are developing one more tool for your use. We are now finalizing criteria for the review of the local application. We will publish these review criteria to our webpage so you can self-assess your local applications as you go along and prior to submission. We know this is a new process and that anything that is a local plan with a high degree of variability and often subjective measures is hard to score. But we do want to provide guidance so that applicants can focus on providing the answers that are most likely to be accepted by the state. We will post these review criteria to our Perkins website by March 2nd. These criteria will provide applicants with information so that they will know for each question whether their answer is likely to meet the expectations our team will have in review. We will have an exemplary measure, a meets expectations measure, and a needs improvement measure. In the draft pictured here, the exemplary criteria are coded in green, meaning we view these as best practices and ideal levels of attainment. The meets expectation criterion is coded in blue, meaning the answer is a safe answer, most likely to meet state requirements and be approved. The needs improvement criteria is coded in red. Red is a universal color of warning, and of course, the term needs improvement speaks for itself. You may not be able to read it on the screen, but let's dive into the needs improvement guidance for answers on size, scope, and quality. In the summary of priorities, for example, we provide a series of criteria, each of which would need improvement. For instance, we say the 10-8 or 12-8 requirement is not met by September 1st, 2020, and there is no plan in place to meet the requirement by September 2021. We also say 7th and 8th grade CTE programs are not offered, and no plan to add programs or submit waivers is described. We say program compliance is below 60% and program quality improvement is not listed as a priority. Lastly, we say substantive special population gaps in technical skill attainment, participation, and post-placement are evidenced but are not shown as priority. Any of these types of unaddressed deficiencies will likely cause the entire application to be rejected. Applicants are strongly discouraged from submitting any answer that would need improvement, as the application is likely to be returned for resubmission. Our goal in providing the review criteria up front is to eliminate the wasted time and frustration that occurs in the back-and-forth approval process. This is not a test. We want to see applications one time, and we want to send notices of approval to all 89 CTPDs and 63 OTCs and colleges by June 1st. Again, both for local applicants and for the state, this is our first time with the Perkins 5 process, and we remain open to discussion. If any criterion is unclear or even dubious, we encourage applicants to submit questions about the criterion so they can be answered uniformly across the state through our FAQ process and through our semi-monthly technical assistance calls. Lastly, to maintain a variety of ways to contact the departments, in addition to the twice-monthly Skype calls, listed here is the email address to ask questions that will be answered through our FAQ process, as well as direct telephone contact information for some of the key consultants at the state who work with the Perkins 5 Comprehensive Local Needs Assessment and Local Application process. Please note that the consultants are not authorized to provide specific recommendations or pre-approval of any specific questions in the application, as they will be part of interagency and inter-office teams and will not be the sole decision makers for any application. However, consultants will be able to direct applicants to the information and resources that will allow applicants to provide quality submissions and to self-assess. We look forward to reviewing your high-quality applications and assisting you in your service to Ohio's businesses and career tech learners.